Hello everyone. On occasion of Women's Day, which is all about celebrating women achievers and their inclusivity, I am here today with HananDarwish, Cluster President, Gulf Countries in Pakistan. Today I'm going to be talking to her about women leaders, her role, her journey, her inspirations, and how she can tell us how all of us women can be where we want to be. So welcome, Hanan.
Thank you, Vibha, and hello everybody.
My first question to you today is, what does Women's Day mean for you?
It's a very important day. I mean, actually, with all our very heavy business agendas and I would say business agenda and personal agenda, it's the very special day where you pause and think of yourself, of your achievement as a woman, as a contributor to this community.
Excellent. You said women achievers. You used the word achievers, and I also used the word achievers in the beginning. How do you think it's difficult for women today to grow as leaders compared to men in the same organization? What challenges do you think they have?
Well, and I always say that I think there is a very important personal decision that needs to be taken with yourself, because there is nothing stopping a woman or a man to be successful, to pursue a professional life and to maintain their personal life. And what is their personal life? Again, it's their decision and how they want it to look like and how they want it to be. So I mean, the difficulty is coming from ourselves, because we would need to take the decision, we would need to put it on the right track, and we would need to accelerate it. So it's in our hands.
It's in our hands. Okay, that's very well said. Coming to the next question, do you think in today's environment enough is being done by corporates or multinationals to promote women to leadership position? Do you think a strong stand is being taken on that point?
Well, and again, I will refer to a very similar example, but not answering directly your question, which is, when a man or a woman would like to go for a diet and lose weight.
Yeah.
Everything is out there. Yeah, I know you're smiling because it's a relevant topic. Everything is existing, meaning that you have diets online, you have coach, you have sports, you have gym, you have everything existing to help you to do it. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the will, you would not do it. So I would say, I said indirectly answering directly to your question, but it relates very much. I mean, the companies and the environment and the society, they are enabling us to move forward. You would find a lot of communities supporting women. Companies are enhancing their policies to help women in the workplace, whether with flexible working hours, whether with other leaves that can relate to their own personal life. So you have coach, you have mentors. So there's a lot of systems, procedures, policies, volunteers that would help you to grow. But at the end of the day, the personal decision is yours. How do you want to use all of this, and whether you are really willing to use it or not. This would make the difference between a successful woman and I would say a normal woman, if you are addressing it from the professional side.
Correct. So you're saying that the women are today empowered enough to take the decision and look at the landscape of the places where they work, to pick it up and to decide whether they want to be the leaders that they want to become.
They are enabled.
They are enabled.
They are enabled.
They are enabled. Okay, that's
and
very.
It's when I'm looking at it today, things really are setting up nicely. I mean, it's becoming in our DNA that the will is there. We want to promote women. We want to push them forward. We're really believing it's not a matter of a quota or not. It's a matter of added value. We know what women can bring to the community, from innovation, from creativity, from working environment, from collaboration. All of those. Passion, of course. They are main drivers for companies and communities, government, societies to support women in, I would say, in leadership positions. And it's our role as women to use all those enablements to, first of all, to empower ourselves with it, and to use it in the right direction.
Excellent. That's a very valid point, Hanan. This brings me to the next question. What is the advice that you would probably give to the young women who are looking up and ahead to, to grow into leadership roles, to become leaders in the future?
I would say be yourself. Be yourself, and don't imitate to be someone else. Look up to yourself in the leadership position as you are. And it's not rosy. The road is not paved with all the success and all key positions where you're going to pick and choose. You're going to have difficulties. You're going to face detractors. You're going to have promoters. You're going to have your ups and downs. All of this are given. Don't think that, because I'm a woman, the company would make me grow. The company would come to me and knock at the door and provide positions for me. But no, I always look forward and never look backward. Because in the past, we have good or bad memories, but more or less the bad memories would really block us from moving forward. So whatever is in the past is the past. Always look forward and always motivate yourself to grow. And I would say look at it always from the positive side, or on the filled side of the glass.
That's a very good message, I think, which we can apply to our personal lives also as women. Tell me, how has your journey been so far as a leader? Where we see you now, where we see you today, how has the journey been for you?
Well, it's not different from a journey that had its ups and downs. I had promoters, I had detractors. I always focused on, I would say, on the future, and always challenged myself. I mean, it's never, I would say, it's never enough. And I always equip myself, because equipping yourself means that you're always up to date. You're always never satisfied with the status quo. You're always challenging the status quo, actually, and how we can make things better. And I try to balance my life also, because at the end of the day, there is balance that you would need to manage between the personal and the professional part. So again, as I said, I mean, it's the hard work. It is focusing. It's sometimes letting go the. Don't live too much into the drama. A bad situation is a bad situation. Always look forward.
Get over it.
On the and there's a lot of positives out there. Go and find them, because this is your internal motivation from inside. And I was, of course, flexible in my life, meaning flexible, considering, of course, my personal life. But I don't remember that I said no to an assignment. And at the end of the day, with all the difficulties, I don't know whether you want to enter into the details or not, but at the end of the day, when you go to a different country, different to your culture, different to your, I would say, your way of working, how would you adapt? How would you adjust? How would you collaborate better? So those were always the challenges. Not everybody needs to work my way. I would need to understand the person in front of me and adapt to their way also. So it was a mix, always adjust. And always, I would say, I always pause and ask myself, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? And what I did wrong is not the end of the world. What I did wrong is helping me and driving me forward, not to repeat it again in the future.
Absolutely, to learn from your mistakes. So in a nutshell, if you have to tell us your success mantra that you think women today can pick up, what would it be? Keywords.
You know, and again, I would answer your question, but it's not a one-size-fits-all.
Right.
At least
that's very true.
For me, what worked for me might not work for another person. But the key basics and foundation that I always believed in myself, I always believed in the company that is helping and supporting. I always had the support of my family in my journey, and I never gave up. So, and I was always taking things from the positive angle, and I know I've repeated that several times, because when you see things positive, you're going to get positive results.
That's very true.
So being always positive and optimistic about the future, but no matter what is the future, and the future is in God's hand, it's also in your hand.
Absolutely.
So you're shaping it up.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Hanan, for the wonderful message. I think all the women out there who work with us in Schneider Electric across the globe would definitely take inspiration from your words, very strong words. Be yourself, don't change, be positive, drive inspiration from within. And on this note, I would like to wish all of you out there a happy Women's Day and wishing you all the best for your personal and your professional lives. Thank you so much.
Happy Women's Day.
Thank you. Thank you, Hanan.